Kristen is on. Hey, Kristen. Let's come say hi to the camera. I don't know if Kelly is joining us this morning. Sometimes we have other people that I don't know who, they haven't contacted me, so sometimes we have other people. So hi, if other people are on here. We have my daughter Kira and her friend Katie, who is visiting from St. Louis. Katie's done not too much yoga, so I may be giving some instruction as we go along, especially in the sun salutes today. And I have to convince them to come in and put out their mats. They ate, they were making skillet cookies last night when I went to bed. I'm like, I can't eat that late. And so they're having just a little bit of a sugar hangover, I think, this morning. So hopefully yoga will only make all of us feel better today. All right, guys. That one and that one. Those are the ones that I would choose.
Perfect.
And then just find your spots over there.
Okay. Here in the middle.
Yeah, I'll go on the end. As far as I know, Kristen's the only one on this morning.
Okay.
So that's my sister-in-law, Kira's aunt. And I know.
It lags and it's choppy.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's behind by a lot. This is normal.
Huh. That's so cool.
Huh. Live streams, since I've been doing this, how long have I been doing this? Like
Since
March, and this is June, so live streams kind of sort of becoming normal to me, but this is brand new for Kira and Katie. Well, I mean, is it normal? Oh, well, you're a pro at it.
Goodness.
What am I thinking? All right. You guys want some towels? Just have, thank you. If you start feeling sweaty on your hands, you can wipe your hands. When I first started yoga, I would just slip. I would go into downward facing dog and it was like slip.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, I put a towel underneath and my hands would go down on a towel and that would catch me. So if anybody ever has a problem with slipping, that would be a suggestion. And then sometimes just to wipe. Or at the end in Shavasana, put over my eyes. Those are all things that I do. With my towel, sometimes I use it for a bind, but we won't get that far with you guys this morning. All right.
I feel like if I get through something.
Let's do just a few warm-ups to kind of help wake us up. Go on your hands and knees and do cat and cow. So a really curved back like a cat back, and then drop the middle, raise the head and the tail for a cow back. And just kind of alternate and just feel your body in this position. It's a really good way to become aware of your spine. Become aware of your core. And breathing. I'm pretty stiff. Monday mornings are stiff for me. And then just send your hips back to your ankles. And you can be in a child's pose and just feel that on your body. I like this one. So you kind of reach out and wiggle your right hand over on top of your left hand, and it will give you a side stretch. It might go past, it might go to, it might go on top. It's just a little bit of a side stretch. Breathe a few times there. If it doesn't feel like enough, then take both arms over to the side until there's a stretch in the side. And then inhale, you can look up and bring your hands back to center And then get the left hand going over to the side. Are you yawning? Yawning is part of the warm-up. It gets oxygen into your body. And then inhale, just look up, bring your hands back to center, slide so that your elbows are on and your knees are on, and then push your forearms away, and that will activate your pec muscles. Now go into a cat. Keep kind of pushing those arms and then try to cow. And this is a good warm-up to kind of help become familiar with your shoulders, connecting with your shoulders. And then kind of a forward back. And then try to come forward as far as you can and then come up on your arms. And this is an upward facing dog, a gentle upward facing dog. Keep your hands where they are, send your hips back to child's pose. Inhale, come on back up into upward facing dog. So this is kind of a back and forth, and you get to know the proportions of your body. Sometimes you feel like you have to wiggle with each time, but eventually it's just back and forth, and you can feel where your hands should be to create that right space for your upward facing dog directly into your downward or your child's pose. And next time that you come forward, stay forward. Just turn your toes so that your toes touch, and then you're in a downward facing dog. And just let that settle in. Maybe you're warming up your hamstrings, your calf muscles. And sway back and forth or pedal your feet. This is all part of the warm-up. Then come just into a high plank and feel your core reaching towards the ceiling and then downward facing dog. I used to have a teacher that would do enough warm-up and go into the practice that it kind of tricked me into starting. All right, now just try, see where you are as far as just sitting on your, in a kneeling position, sitting towards your heels. This eventually over time can become comfortable. If it's not, for a very long time I would be like, I don't know, I can't sit back. So if you can already sit back, you're doing great. If you can't already sit back, it's just something that will eventually come. And then if you want to, you can try to lean back and open your chest. So fingers are forward, thumbs towards the center, and just opening the arms. I'm looking down at my center line, but you could also put your chin up and look up at the ceiling. If you're looking up at the ceiling, make sure that when you bring your head back up that you're very careful. All right, let's go do some salutes. Just come to standing at the top of your mat. Usually we call this Monday Mysore, which means that you're doing your own practice. People already have it memorized. But I'm going to call it out through the sun salutes today to kind of help Katie, who hasn't done too many times with yoga. Bring your hands together in prayer classes. It's also called Anjali Mudra. So palms together, feel the thumb against the thumb, the fingers against the fingers, palm against the palm. Notice that not everything touches. There's a hollowness in some areas, and that's just an observation. So you get to know your body better. Closing down the eyes, breathing. Feeling your feet on the mat. Again, notice some things touch the mat, some things don't touch the mat. It's just an observation. Standing tall. Now I'm going to cue to exhale all of your air and then inhale, and at the end of that inhale we will do an Om. Om actually has 3 tones, ah, and the ah is down low in the belly, is up towards the chest, vibrates in the face. This is just a vibration for our bodies. It actually helps us to warm up and bring our minds to the practice. Exhale all of your air. Inhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale and inhale. Exhale your air. Inhale. Hands to eyes, open the eyes. Inhale, bring your hands above the head, look to your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of you, touch the mat with your hands. You can bend the knees, head down. Inhale, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, step back. You're in a high plank. You can stay to the high plank or go to the low plank. Just the knees down is fine. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1. So inhaling and exhaling. That's breath 2. Inhaling, exhale, 3. 4. 5. Inhale, look to your thumbs. Bring your feet up towards your thumbs. Exhale the head down there. Inhale, stand. Thumbs go over the head. Look up to your thumbs. Exhale, Samasthiti. Again, Sun Salute A. Look up. Exhale the hands down. Inhale. Look up. Exhale, step back. High plank, low plank, or just the knees down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Should be even breaths, always through the nose. 4. 5. Inhale, bring the feet forward. Exhale, the head down. Inhale, bring the hands up over the head. Exhale, Samasthiti. Hands can go either forward or out to the side. Inhale, look up. Exhale, the hands down, head down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back, high plank, low plank. This is also called Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale forward. Exhale the head down. Inhale, stand. Exhale, Samasthiti. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 5, inhale the feet forward, exhale the head down. Inhale, stand, lift to the thumbs. Exhale, Samastitihi. Is that 4 or 5? That's 4. Okay, let's do one more. See if you can, I'm going to tuck my little shirt in here. See if you can remember the steps without me calling it out. Just inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. X. 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 So we want to be in that rhythm. Surya Namaskar beat. Bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale the hands down, the head down. Inhale, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, step back, high plank to low plank, or just the knees go down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, plant the left foot, step forward with the right, lunge. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands down, step back. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, plant the right foot, step forward with the left. Inhale, upward, hands up. Exhale, hands down, step back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. If you find yourself breathing really hard, you can go into child's pose. It takes a while to get conditioned, especially on the sun salute bees. One more breath. Inhale, bring the feet forward. Exhale the head down. Inhale, bend the knees as you come up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Once again, bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale the hands down, head down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with your right foot in a lunge. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands down, step back. And chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with the left. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands down, step back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, or child's pose if you prefer. Last breath. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, bend the knees as you come up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Again, bend the knees, come up. Exhale forward, head down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with the right. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands down, step back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward with the left. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands down, step back. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Or just drop your knees and try child's pose for 5 breaths. This is the modification for downward facing dog. You can take child's pose anytime that you're needing to get a breath during your practice. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up. Go into downward facing dog and then come forward. Inhale. Exhale the head down. Inhale, bend the knees as you come up. Exhale, Samastiti. Take a breath. One more time. Bend the knees. Exhale the head down. Inhale, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, step forward. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands down, step back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step forward with the lift. Inhale up. Exhale down, step back. Inhale upward. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. One more breath. Inhale, come forward. Exhale the head down. Inhale, bend the knees as you come up. Exhale, Samastitihi. That was number 4. Usually we do 5. Can you do one more? You okay? All right, bend the knees. Exhale the hands down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward. Inhale. Exhale. Step back. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward. Inhale. Exhale. Step back. Inhale. Exhale. Really feel the air go into the lungs. On your next inhale, come on forward. Exhale the head down. Inhale, stand. Bend the knees. And exhale, Samastitihi. So if you guys are done and you want to go to closing, Kira will lead in closing, or you can go to forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart.
Up to you.
Okay, hip distance apart. Put your hands on the waist. Really push your hips down while you're bringing your ribs away from the waist. When you go forward, you want to keep that action so that it feels like maybe there's something lifting, maybe like you're on a clothesline, and take the toes with your fingers, like the OK sign around your finger, or around your big toes. And that's just 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, so feeling a little lift in your tail. 5, inhale, just look up, maybe straighten your arms, change your hands so that you're actually stepping on your hands. Inhale again, exhale the head down, straight spine as much as possible. If this is a lot on your hamstrings, just bend your knees. It's really, you know you're succeeding when your ribs are touching your thighs. That way you know that your back is straight.
So you can get your ribs on your thighs and then straighten your legs a little bit if you want, just to get to the edge of the flexibility of your hamstrings. One more breath. Inhale, just look up. Exhale your hands to your waist. Pushing into the ground, stand up on the inhale. Exhale, feet together, Samasthiti. Triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Step out to the right. Rotate your feet so that your right foot is pointing towards the back of your mat. Left foot is in a 45-degree angle, going towards the front, and then tipping over to the right. You can look up to the left, or you can look straight, or you can look down to the floor. 5 breaths here. On your next inhale, come up. Rotate your feet so that you can do the second side. Last breath. On your next inhale, stand up, rotate your feet as if you were going to do the same thing again, but cross center line, take your left hand down, either on the foot to the left or the right. Eventually it's past the foot. You can look to your right hand up in the sky. One more breath. On your next inhale, come up, rotate your feet. Second side, same thing. Right hand going past center line, or at least to the center line. Inhale, look forward and come up. Exhale, feet together, Samasthiti. One more. It gets easier actually after you get past the sun spins. Stepping out, this is Parsvakonasana or side stretch. So stepping out a little further than you did with triangle, rotating the feet again. The hand can come down on the ground, or it can rest on your thigh, or it can just hang. The left hand is going to be stretching. So this is a side stretch. Inhale, come up, switch to the second side. You can look up to your hand, you can look straight, or you can look down. Whatever seems to be best for your neck. The traditional is to look up at the hand. And 5, inhale, come up. Same thing, but we're going to go past center line as we lunge the front knee. You can either drop the back knee or keep it up. So one way to do it is just to work on a twist with the back knee and just inhaling and exhaling as you twist away. So your right arm, your right shoulder is twisting away, but your navel is twisting towards the left. So the twist comes right at your waist. Breathing. One more breath. Inhale, look forward. Try to stand up and do the second side. So left shoulder is twisting away, but the navel is going towards the right. So there's a twist in the waist. Try to elongate the spine. Elongate the back of your neck. Last breath. Inhale, look forward, stand up. Exhale, Samasthiti. All right, one more pose. elbows. This is the last one you guys need to do, and then you can go to closing. Step out to your right. This is wide leg forward fold. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. Lifting up out of the pelvis so that the ribs are high and taking a forward fold. Hands can go straight down to the mat, palms on the mat, head hanging. You want to make sure you're not locking out your knees in this position. In fact, you can bend them quite a bit if you feel any pressure in your back. And 5. Inhale, just look up. Keep your hands where they are. Exhale there. Maybe the hands to the waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, tee out the arms. Exhale, replace the hands on the waist or up on the ribs to help you move the ribs up away from the pelvis. And then after your inhale, exhale forward, keeping this position, bringing your shoulder blades close to the spine, the elbows working towards each other so that the chest feels wide and collarbones feel wide. Last breath. After that exhale, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale the hands down. Inhale, tee out the arms. Exhale, bring your hands together and interlaced fingers behind your back. Shoulders are wide. Exhale there. Inhale, forward fold, and you can bring your hands off the back if that feels okay. Your shoulder blades are still working towards your spine, even though you're lifting your hands, if you're lifting your hands. If that hurts in any way, don't lift. Just stay where you are. And 5. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale the hands down. Inhale, just tall, keeping the hands down. You're going to slide the hands down the legs and take the big toes. Inhale, really straighten your spine again. Bring the chest through. Exhale the head down and begin your 5 counts here. Again, you can bend the knees almost in a squat, especially when you first start learning these poses. And 5. Inhale, come part way up, just straighten the arms. Exhale there. Inhale, come all the way up and come to the top of your mat in Samasthiti. All right, Kira will lead you through a vinyasa and go to your mat into your final 3. I'm going to continue my practice.
So we're going to do pretty much a sun salute again.
Okay.
And then exhale down to where it's comfortable and breathe 10 times.
8 or 10.
8 or 10.
Just whatever feels like the right thing for today. do any of those poses.
Okay.
Whatever feels good. And then we're going to do inhale, count for 10, exhale, count for 10, 10 times. And how I keep track of that is I just kind of like think of which finger I'm on.
Huh. Okay.
And then I'm going to do a little push up off the ground.
Sure.
So then that's for 10 counts or whatever you can do.
Okay. Me too.
Do you do vinyasa?
Generally, you can skip up, but generally do a vinyasa and then go to shavasana.
So it's going to be like